Hi, this is Moeen, a mechanical design engineer, and I've been using AI in my workflow as a concept exploration tool. It's not for mechanical validation, but it's rather to add some elements to push uh, the idea without going too much into the detail of rigging and animating a human model, for example, to interact with a mechanical element. So I understand the value is not in the output, it's in the journey, in the system. So I'll take you with me into a step-by-step guide and to see what works and what doesn't. And we build from this a system that can be scalable to other scenarios. So you can find many resources here in my website, but the tool I'm using today is called ComfyUI. It's a user interface in which you can mix and match multiple AI models, language models, image generators, and video creation tools. And you can download these models from the community, the templates, or from GitHub or Hugging Face. And it's a tool for animation, from video creation. It's useful for product shots, for advertisement, and let's see how it works. The problem I have today is an old design of mine. It's an interior of an electric vehicle. We're focusing on the seat. I wanted to add a human model that would interact with the seat without going too much into details and to rigging and animation, as I just said. Let's see how things works. I take some example of the iteration that didn't work. I can see the face of the human model. Here, proportions were off clearly. The seat was crushed. Oh my god. So this ultimately led me to having some better iterations, I would say, where the model interacts more in a plausible and believable way with the seat. So this is some of the good iterations, I would say. Here you can see the model uses the seat as a handhold and rests his head on the headrest. So what works and what doesn't? I'll be using the ComfyUI, in which I downloaded certain models. You would need a low rank adaptation, a value encoder. The model, today I chose the 5 billion parameter of Wan 2.2. It's the most up-to-date video generation tool. And the way I approached the problem was, first I added a human model and a screenshot of the seat, and I tried to add a model standing in front of the seat, because video generation tools generally struggle when you have something entering the frame and that didn't exist before. So what I got was something I couldn't use, because as you see here, the model is partially hiding the subject, and it's possible to use it on a local machine, because these workflows, you can deploy them on virtual machines on the cloud, but for free and an unlimited amount, you can use them on your own machine. So the idea behind this workflow is that we can directly create a video from the input image. You can see here the seat in which was rendered. Actually, it's not AI generated. And I tried to start playing with these values in the sampler, and they go into details of the model. Here is the random seed that generates the video. This is the number of steps in which you're being denoising in the process. The CFG scale is what allows the model to understand the prompt. Higher values make the model stick more to your prompt, but you start losing quality. And lower values give it more creative freedom, and it starts hallucinating most of the time. The sampler is certain samplers are better for certain tasks. Some are for material, some are for lighting, and some are for motion. I tried different samplers here. You can see there's plenty in the list. I tried the DPM, the Euler, and I ended up sticking to the UniPC because it's the best one that handles the motion. So let's go to the output. The first generation was a bit off because you see proportions were not as I mentioned. The second model you see 3 feet. Here you see the same, but as I started prompting that I wanted to see the whole model from head to toe, this started appearing in the final shot. The second generation with a different sampler gave better results, but as you can see here, we have some clipping. The hand goes into the seat. The output here is a bit better, but the human is sitting too much comfortably, I would say. The headrest is not exactly the one I designed. For the third generation with the UniPC sampler, we started getting better results. If you see, the model uses it as a handhold and comfortably rests his head on the headrest, and there's a separation between the foreground and the background. So this is just an intro to my workflow. As I said, it's not for mechanical validation, it's just for concept exploration. I'm trying to create a series in which I go deep into different models, and I would like to share with you what works and what doesn't. So if you're struggling with some of these models, don't hesitate to drop your prompt in the comments and I will make sure to help. Until next time, see you.